Okay, I will start the music momentarily.
I don't know when that is.
Momentarily. Means don't talk after I say the words.
Well, shit.
But I
we've already
love
failed.
our cute banter before we start. It's a cornerstone of the show.
I guess.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. You can watch all of our D&D live series as well as reviews and Let's Plays on my YouTube channel and read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Head on over to Chat for the Lost Plane after our show tonight for our live post-session discussion. You can follow me on Twitter at roguewatson and join our official Discord group with invite link in the description below. You can support the channel at patreon.com/roguewatson. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Manuel, Basil, Huskar124, Wizard Princess, my favorite D&D player Christopher, and Dave. And gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy Numa, Marcos Did, Vicente, Gilberto, Sean A.K., Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lion, Sam, Ross, Limpy Spuds, Jerome, Fatboy619, Scalenia, and Nick. Thank you all very much for your support.
I'm Chris, your Dungeon Master, and I am joined by our awesome players. Reese playing the Warforged War Cleric Tim.
Hello.
Raymond playing the half-elf assassin Rogue Kethra.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
There he is.
Rochelle playing the Triton Lord Bard Champion Fighter Gillian Flounderson will not be with us this evening. Heather playing the human... Perfect. Heather playing the human Oath of Devotion Paladin Scarlet O'Fair.
Meow.
Oh my god.
Eric playing the Tiefling Monster Slayer Ranger Fiend Warlock Kaelin Cazador.
Greetings.
We use Roll20.net for our campaign, Discord for video chat, and stream it all using open broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Previously on War for the Lost Plane. With the choice of which of Marina's enemies to face first, they deliberated. While Kethra was intrigued by the idea of someone becoming a were creature, the rest were more focused on the destruction of further fiend threats. I didn't realize that was alliteration. Further fiend threats. So they headed north. Back at the Porculus, they attempted to approach quietly, even after Scarlet and Tim's raising of the gate alerted the dog-looking fiends of their presence. Kaelin, Gillian, and Kethra proceeded quietly down the tunnel, coming to an opening into a large crystal cavern, icy air swirling about it and chilling them to the bone. They could hear the growling of the dog-like fiendish Shasuvas, and another that sounded like ice cracking. A quick glance told them that the Shasuva were perched on either side of the entry, ready to pounce. Scarlet, confident in her holy aura, strode into the room, channeling her divinity. The rest were surprised, however, to find the entrance freeze over upon her entrance, and she was set upon. With a strong combination of supporting spells, she held her ground until Gillian could crack the ice with her axe, and Kaelin could teleport inside, encountering the source of the clacking sound and the frozen wall.
Shit.
An ice devil. That's right. And they began a merciless battle. As Tim and Gillian continued breaking through the wall to join their companions in battle, Kethra encountered a new foe. The Nikoloth that had been stalking them all of the last night returned for vengeance. He did not receive it, however, with Kethra grappling the fiend and holding him within the ice wall. In the end, the Nikoloth vowed further vengeance. The Nikoloth fled, vowing further revenge. The Shasuva could not break through the armor of their foes, and the Ice Devil, while exacting bloody battle upon Kaelin, went down in a flurry of the Tiefling's crossbow bolts. The fiends were defeated, and the cave free of danger.
There's no loot in here, right?
Loot. So...
Demons have loot?
No, they don't. As I said last time, even the image of the Ice Devil was slightly misleading because he didn't have a weapon on him. He didn't have the spear he has in that picture. It was just claws and mouth and tail. So he was not carrying anything. Neither were the Shasuva. They're just dog creatures, unless you want to collect body parts. You can look around. What you see is that this cavern is full of crystals. It's a weird crystalline type cave. So you could try to like do a perception check if you want to look around this cave to see what you can locate.
What is my perception?
What is your perception?
Ooh, it's pretty decent. That's right, I'm a ranger. I should have some decent eyeballs.
Not that decent.
Ah, it's cold in here.
It is very cold in here. You guys are generally uncomfortable. Like I said, last time, after the ice devil went down, you could feel the temperature raising slightly, like immediately. It stopped being painfully cold. But now it is.
I'm even less observant than
You're
you.
even left observant. It just looks like a field of crystals to you. The ground you're walking on is even
Pretty.
like cracking under the crystalline.
She basically just notices the fact that she's reflected in like 47 different.
Right.
Did I hear there were body parts around here?
Scans the crystals.
This
Or the
goes on
body
predator
parts.
vision. Huang, huang.
I that leg.
Yeah, Tim. If you wanted to collect body parts, you could absolutely do that. The Shisumas have stinger tails that you don't know what you do with them, but it'd be pretty gross to carry them around. But you can do it.
That'd be
And-
pretty cool.
Yeah. And the ice devil's corpse is painful to touch. It's so cold.
Great.
I suppose
It's
it's
the
like
perfect thing to...
the ice devil's whole carapace is like dry ice. It's like kind of smoking with the cold, and you just touching it makes you like burning
It's
pain.
the worst monster.
But Tim, aside from eyeing those body parts, you look around and you begin sort of looking at the various crystals in this cavern, and you find two that seem interesting. Not particularly like useful, but interesting.
Nice legs.
One of them, as you walk around, and your party is talking about body parts or whatever they're talking about.
That's just me.
You can hear that this little crystal, any voice that it hears within 10 feet around it, it repeats 2 seconds after it's been said in a deep melodious voice. So it's just repeating back whatever is said around this crystal.
So it's talking about body parts also.
It is. It's also talking about body parts.
Has Tim found a new friend?
It's a backup chorus. That's what you just
Yeah.
found.
And as you walk around, you find another one that seems to have some sort of weird properties. Once again, you look at it, you're not sure if it's useful or not, but it's interesting. It's a small crystal, small enough to lie upon the outstretched finger of a halfling child. That's a weird description.
I don't know why I wrote that.
Why did I write this? But you notice after some trial and error of why you see it glowing and then not glowing and then glowing and then not glowing, and after some trial and error, you realize that it glows softly and pulses whenever an object colored red is nearby.
Oh, put it up next to his hat.
Hey. Yeah, it's probably glowing.
Kaylin's probably your primary source of investigation
Okay.
for this.
Yeah.
It's entirely in red.
I'll walk up to him with the crystal, and it grows bright. And I
Yep.
turn away, it dims, go back, turns bright, and I do that.
It must be some kind of handsome badass detector.
You just see Starlet every time you do it. You're, oh, look, it's so pretty.
Very useful to
You hear that
have.
other little- Do you hear that other little crystal just like repeat when she does that too?
That's right. Yes, it's so pretty. Other than that, this just seems to be a giant cavernous cave. Cavernous cave.
Not cavernous cavern.
Cavernous cavern, no.
I feel like we need a short rest, and we probably don't want to do it in the middle of this ice cave.
You don't know if you'd be able to get comfortable in this ice cave. It is still very cold.
That's what
in
I'm
here.
saying.
You're
I
sitting
don't
there
think we
shivering,
want to.
yeah.
I don't think we want to rest here.
What
So
about Gillian's hut?
yeah, can we?
Is it temperature controlled?
I think it is actually.
Actually, it is.
Like the U-Haul storage places?
Yeah, that's what
That's for a long rest
we,
more than
we,
anything.
we pay the subscription fee for it.
Right. Yeah, you think there's enough room for you to set the hut up here. Based on the time of day it is, you probably wouldn't. You'd be able to get a short rest here. But you think that Well, the hut, I believe, can open up her sheet, but I believe the hut can be done as a ritual.
Yeah. Just needs
Well, if it can, then that's fine then.
10 minutes to cast it or something.
Yeah. While Tim's doing his 50-turn experiment with that crystal.
He goes up to every person. Sorry, they're not the badass. Or what did I say? Handsome badass.
That's right.
What color is Styx?
Styx is red also.
Yeah, that's true. Damn it!
Right?
Boss! We're twinsies!
Yeah, she can cast as a ritual. So while Tim is constantly turning back and forth with this crystal, she's casting her hut. And that will allow you guys to short rest here safely.
And identify some items.
Oh yeah, good man. Finally.
Might have been a good idea to do that before this last battle.
The magic items we got 2 sessions ago.
What items?
In fact,
your fucking hammer.
Wait, I've been hitting people with a hammer?
I've got this crystal. That's all I need. Crystal goes off. Crystal goes off. Crystal goes off. Crystal goes off. This is great. Yes, I need to roll hit dice as well.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Which I have the thing.
Does she have the Song of Rust?
She sure does.
I gain max hit points anytime I have to roll dice for healing.
Oh, okay. Wow.
There's the gift of Styx. So if I roll,
Michelle's right. Her character sheet does have a ton of shit on her. There it is.
14th is nuts.
So is it the D8?
It is. She is a Bard 9.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah, so the D8.
D8.
So let's see. Plus...
Also, when that ice devil dissipated or died, so did his ice wall, and that wall is no longer there.
Alright, so I use 4. That gets me to 99. Although, I do kind of miss out on actually rolling.
You can just roll the thing just to see what you would have gotten.
Yeah, I
just
could.
add it.
That's 4, and then D8 for Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm.
It's 107, that's probably good.
And I think, I mean, what are the you guys cast so many buff spells. I think they're both override unless they last for a long time, more than a minute.
At one point I had to cast another concentration spell, so I think mine was already ended on her.
Yeah, I took yours off, but there's the...
My warding bond is 8 hours.
Okay,
Jeez.
so that could still be
1 hour.
1 hour, okay. So it's still long. But your Shield of Faith is over. Okay.
I get short rests. Sweet.
There we go.
Do I get spell slots back at a short rest?
I don't think so, unless you're a warlock.
Can I interest you in a demon?
A demon patron.
A demon patron. You get spells faster. They are very
She
annoying.
literally
Though.
just raises one eyebrow at you.
Yeah. Phenomenal cosmic power.
Actually, Catherine,
With no downside.
I'm realizing your thing might have actually come in handy last thing, but I don't think you actually got attacked by the Shisuit. You're all right.
I did not.
If only you had identified this item.
Yep. All right, Tim. You
Yes.
take a look at that hammer. Even as you look at it closely, you can hear Kristen's voice in your ear.
God damn.
And you identify it as a focus breaker. You get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. When you hit a creature concentrating on a spell with this weapon, runes start to glow on the weapon's head, and that creature makes the resulting Constitution saving throw to maintain its concentration with disadvantage. As an action, you can speak the weapon's command word and hold it aloft, causing the metal book adorning the head of the maul to wildly turn its pages. When it does, any spell or magical effect within 15 feet of you is dispelled, as if affected by the Dispel magic spell, 5th level version. A spell or magical effect casting using a 6th level spell slot or higher is unaffected in this way. Once this property is used, the maul can't be used this way until the next dawn.
It's got a little book on it.
Speak his command word.
Say again?
If only I thought to speak his command word.
Right, yeah. If you had known that before you went into this battle.
What's the command word?
Excelsior.
That's right.
Great.
You're attuning to it. It can be whatever you want.
Yes.
Ooh, you get to change the password.
Kristen whispers in your ear, "Yes, this is what we'll use to destroy her, you see. Dispel her evil magics and kill her."
I forgot you're in my head.
You feel his bony claws on your shoulder, massaging your shoulders, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
And Kethra, you take a look at that armor you picked up, and you see that you didn't notice that on the buckle there's the engraving of a spider. And you identify this as Venombane armor. This leather armor absorbs poison and allows you to traverse webbed areas more easily while you're wearing this armor. You can't be caught in webs of any sort and can move through webs as if they were difficult terrain. You have resistance to poison damage while wearing this armor. In addition, when you take poison damage while wearing this armor, you can imbue your next weapon attack with poison, dealing an additional 2d10 poison damage.
So do I take the poison damage initially and then shoot it back out, or I absorb it and then shoot it back out?
You have to take poison damage. You have resistance to poison damage, but you have to take some first. And anytime you take poison damage, your next attack will do.
And resistance is half damage?
Yep.
Okay. Is this typed up somewhere? Because I didn't write it down just now.
It's there's an item in the thing.
Okay.
I think I just showed it to you guys.
It should show up in the journal now under magic items.
Under magic items.
He's got all these fancy typed up things and pictures.
Pictures. I like pictures.
Very cool.
And
does it add plus AC or anything?
It does not. It's a regular. It's otherwise a regular studded leather armor, which I believe is what you're already wearing. I think.
Okay. I click. Nothing happens. I click. Maybe I'm not clicking the right one. I found it under magic items.
Venombane armor.
Yeah, but it just shows me the picture again.
Scroll down.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And both of those require attunement, I believe. Which I don't think you guys are.
We can attune to 3 things?
You cannot attune to 3 things, yeah. Or, you can attune to 3 things. That's the max. I suppose Gillian should roll some hit dice, right? She's got some damage.
Possibly.
Use all her hit dice without asking her. There we go. That's pretty close.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
Armor proficiency.
Armor proficiency.
What?
Are you trying to enter it as an item or something?
No, I'm putting the wrong spot. I'm entering it as a proficiency.
Oh, right, yeah. For this kind of stuff, I usually like to put it in that miscellaneous magical abilities thing on the right-hand side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I put it in the wrong spot.
All right. Are you all finished with your short rest?
I suppose.
I will montage you back to the tower if you like. Right, because right now, with these fiends destroyed, your only task at hand, you remember, is Marina telling you that she wanted you to deal with. Specifically, she said she wanted you to deal with some were creatures who were eating too much, who were feeding off the land and leeching her precious beasts.
Yes, that's what Kethra wanted to do.
Yep. Okay, so I will take
Montage
you
is
back.
down there.
Yep, you guys leave the ice cavern.
I don't want to go anymore.
Now you just want to fight a bunch of poison creatures. Maybe they're poison werewolves.
You all leave the portcullis behind. You head back down through the forest. As you guys exit the tunnel, you see perched on a tree, staring down at you, is a giant black crow. And you recognize the crow as one of the dozens that were sitting on the branches that comprised Marina's home. The crow kind of cocks its head at you a little bit, opens its wings, and flies away.
So she's spying on us?
You might presume.
Scarlet will yell
Do
after
presume.
Bird. Well, it's nice to see you again, too.
And you all head back. Oops. You all head back the way you came, all the way down till you are once again in front of Marina's home. The stone structure that looks like a tree. And once again, dozens of giant crows are perched on those branches, just looking down at you as you get there. And you remember that her instructions were to follow, from her tower, to follow the hill ridge south until you came to the werebears, or the were creature's lair.
The werebears! Over there. In their underwear. Maybe they can.
And yeah, so you guys are here now.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to check in with her if she's already spying on us.
And you notice that unlike the last time you came here, when you first came here, that woodwoad servant produced itself out of a nearby tree and let you in. This time, there's nothing. You don't see, besides those crows looking at you, there's no indication that you are wanted or expected inside of this building.
Well. Alright, let's head towards the other one then. What are we following?
This hill line. As you look southward, you see that to the west here, there is a rocky hill that's kind of going up, kind of making it impassable. And that's the ridgeline that she told you to follow.
Nothing's impassable. Okay, can I do some kind of a rangery check to... Or do I need to follow?
No, you just right for now. You're just heading south, following this wall.
All right, we'll do that.
I mean, you guys can move your tokens at this point.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know how much montaging.
Yeah. The montage is over. You guys are free to explore again. Because you might see things. For example,
Okay.
Kalen, as you travel through the woods, you come across a series of alcoves hewn into the rocky wall. And within these alcoves, you catch a grisly sight. Piles of skeletons, all picked clean, all unceremoniously dumped into the alcoves in large piles.
I don't know if I want to go in there.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get my laptop. My Roll20 isn't working.
Oh no.
What's in here, friend?
Piles of bones.
Ooh.
Signs of our enemies, I think.
I'll go closer to inspect them.
Okay. You start going through these remains, Tim, and you can tell a few things. They are ancient. They are, well, maybe not ancient, but they're so old as to have no flesh. No, they're just pure bone at this point. Some of these skeletal remains have the remnants of like rotting clothes, rotting fur, a few pieces of rusted metal here and there. But otherwise, there's no weapons. There's nothing of any value in here. It seems to be just bodies were thrown into these caves. As you go through them, give me a perception check, Tim, as you start looking around here.
Previous lovers, perhaps?
Perhaps. It is, you note, right next to Marina's home. With an 8. What you do see, Tim...
These bones are white.
Yes, they are. What you do see, Tim, is that among the bones, some of the bodies aren't skeletons, they are statues. Most of them broken and crumbled, but some of you can pick out like a horrified stony face or a stone hand that's been crumbled and broken off of a statue. And these are mixed in among the skeletal remains.
I do believe this lady was into some pretty weird stuff.
What is eating statues?
Tim, if you wanted to try to try to examine the bones or the remains in a medical way to see if you can determine how they died, you can try that with a medicine check.
Can I help him if I'm like around, like poking
Medicine
at stuff?
Perception.
Never mind, you don't need the advantage.
You could.
Nah, he's good. Let him do his thing. I'm nodding
Never so much
approvingly.
Good
I'm
job.
the one that says I concur.
That's right. Tim, the two things you note about these remains, the stones, you're fairly certain you've seen this kind of statue before, and it's the result of petrification of a humanoid.
Oh, shit.
These faces are not the faces that have been carved. They are literally the stoned up faces of living creatures.
Can I ask the dude in my head about this?
You can. First, the other thing you notice, though, is the skeletons. The skeletal bones have you examine a bunch of them, and you can find no cause of death. No bones have been broken. You see no, like, stab, like, where it scratches where someone might have been stabbed. They're just perfectly healthy-looking bones, as far as you can tell. So you can't tell that any of these dead remains died by martial means.
So Hannibal Lecter was here.
What do you say to Kristen? The voice in your head.
Do you know anything about these bones?
The ancient city that was here before.
I see. That does not answer my question. What about this ancient city?
They encroached on her.
Now we're getting some. So the voice inside my head is telling me there used to be an ancient city nearby that was encroaching on her territory.
Yes,
There's a voice inside my head, by the way.
I don't know if we knew that or not. Good to know.
I don't know if you guys are aware.
Officially confirmed. I knew something was off. Well, you're a cleric. I assume you're talking to somebody.
Yes, because I'm a cleric.
They all say it. Doc talks back, but he knows. So this doesn't have anything to do with the were creatures. This is just the.
As far as you can tell, and you
This is
didn't think
just
that
the
the were
druid.
creatures were that nearby. You know,
Right.
you guys are literally like 50 feet from Marinus Tower. You haven't gone very far.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what happened when they encroached on her land?
He says, they breathed the breath, or they looked too closely.
Uh-huh.
If the druidess did this, she has some kind of petrifying magic or something. I do not know if druids can do this.
I do not know either. Should we just get out of here then?
Do we know that the voice is wanting you to kill her? How much do we know of this entire side plot?
Yeah, how much have you shared, Tim? Well, you guys have seen. You guys don't even necessarily know if the voice is christened yet. I mean, Tim knows.
Yeah.
But if you guys have talked to Kristen though, right?
They have. You've all sort
Yes.
of talked to him.
Yeah.
That is great.
Initially,
Okay.
and we rebuked him, and then
And since then, he's talked to you and Kethra briefly inside that
yeah,
home.
that's right.
Beyond that, all the rest of your team knows that you went off to get a hammer.
Came back talking to yourself.
Yeah. So about the hammer, I think this used to be Kristen's, or at least he stole it from someone. It was buried with his body, and he told me where to find it. So it's my hammer now, and no one's going to take it away from me. I just want to put that out there real fast. He wants me to kill the druid with this.
The
I
druid
told him
that we are working for.
something so that just basically to mollify him.
Maul.
That's it.
Maul. That's good.
So now he thinks we are helping him enough to where he won't try to attack us. Isn't that right, Chris?
Just can hear you right now.
Tim, only you hear. Yes.
See?
What?
You'll just hear Scarlet go, "Are you feeling okay?"
Yeah.
I've been better.
So we either have to kill, and he brings his voice way down. Have to kill the druidess or get you an exorcist or something.
That is correct.
Fantastic. Well, now that we've seen what she can do, I do not know what this Crescent can do, but he did end up dead and she is still alive.
Yeah, and also his voice tends to get a lot more quiet further I am away from her, so this problem just might resolve itself.
Like all medical issues, we should just ignore it and it will go away in time.
Then I have new problems.
I like this plan. All right. We'll see how. We may have to keep you outside when we turn these quests in.
I understand.
All right, we'll continue along, I guess.
Okay. You guys can keep moving along. I'll move you a little way. I know you. This Roll20 map is huge, so I can move you guys as a group
It's a very
slightly
large
further
map.
down. As you all At least those who aren't here to move their. The hill extends farther southward to here, and then it begins to sort of turn foresty again and turns to the east, which you presume you need to just follow.
I will presume that.
And you
join the group too.
Yep. You all join together as you follow this path eastward and southward, and it turns again the forest. At this point, you guys are back in that part of the forest that you were in before, where you see among the branches and hanging from the trees those little stick figure dolls, just not more than this big, just hanging from various branches, and they seem to be staring at you, very eerie. But also, you notice that something that you did notice before, but now it has a little bit more context. You notice,
like the Blair Witch Project.
A little bit like the Blair Witch Project, yes. You notice in this portion of the wood, yeah. What is that? There are the remains of humans or humanoids scattered throughout the ground. You'll see like a shield here, a sword there. If you look at the map, you can actually see these things a little bit. Like there's a shield here, and there's like quiver of arrows right here. It's just old, rotting stuff litters the ground throughout this forest. Most of it's rotting away and almost completely gone. None of it looks usable at all.
She sure does like to collect junk now, doesn't she?
Doesn't keep her forest looking very clean.
Yeah, why would she put all this stuff here? That's weird.
It was left here, maybe, from the war she had.
You think she's killing people?
I think she has killed a lot of people, yes. I do not think she is a good person.
You all continue southward.
Yeah, Kristen doesn't think so either.
Yes. But whether or not we should kill her, I don't know.
I haven't made up my mind of whether she's a good or bad person yet.
I mostly kill demons. The morality is kind of already done for me.
All right, you all follow this ridgeline all the way down till you get where you are now. And what you see right outside of, right at the edge of this ridgeline, you see the what looks to be an old building. It's a stone structure with no windows whatsoever. It is obviously crumbling and hasn't been maintained in a long time. But you see ahead of you, it's that same white marble stone that makes up the walkways you've been seeing throughout the forest. And it looks to be probably part of that same structure. Directly ahead of you, you see a wooden door that leads within.
A door that leads within.
But
It doesn't lead without.
That would be a crazy door.
that would be a crazy door. And beside the door, you see a small path that seems to lead almost like an alleyway beside the building. Right here.
Does this building look like it's old like the other stuff, or is it more recent?
It looks exactly like the other stuff. All crumbling. There's vines crawling all over this white stone. There's chunks of rock missing. There's no holes in the building that you can see. It seems to be structurally sound. But it's definitely very old and not maintained at all.
I'm going to send an invisible sticks down into the alleyway.
Okay.
While we stare at this building.
Sticks! Oh, this is annoying. Sorry. The what you see here are right next to these buildings. What Styx initially sees when he goes in this alleyway, he immediately sees another building right next to it. And between those two buildings, he sees what looks to be the remnants of like a sidewalk between the buildings. And as Styx looks around, this kind of looks like, if it wasn't surrounded by trees and vines and stuff, this might have been a small, very small part of a city, or maybe a little village or something. It definitely looks like civilization, but that's been long since abandoned and overgrown. The other thing he notices, directly to his west, is a cave carved into this ridgeline right next to the building. And within this cave are 3 large hulking shapes, all curled up asleep. And they look like bears to you.
Okay, Six will come back and report to me. Says,
there's a cave, 3 big furries sleeping. Another building. Nothing else. What do you mean, big furries? What is... Big, bunnies with teeth or something. I don't know. They all look alike.
Six never seen a bear before. That's fascinating.
maybe not. Like I said, mostly on demons.
That's right.
Fantastic. Kethra, do you want to scout out the building? So there's 3 big sleeping beasts in the cave down here. And then there's a building right in front of us and another building further down.
Like this is the door right here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a door. Kethra, when you make it about here, something happens. You're walking along, kind of keeping your eye on the forest, keeping wary, approaching that door, and you see on the ground in front of you the vines that are protruding out of the earth from all the trees that are around you. The vines themselves start moving, and they begin to form into shapes and then into letters. And the vines along the ground form the words, "Free me." And then the vines begin to dissipate from those letters, and they begin forming a trail. You see the vines sort of become like a trail heading east. Off to your east. Like this direction.
Kethra asks out loud, why?
The vines don't respond to you. The vines are now seem to be fairly static. They've formed like a path going to the east, and they don't seem to be moving anymore.
Sorry, Vines, you chose the wrong person, because I don't care.
Vine just stop, look over their back. It's like, what?
I'm going to investigate the ground, because that was kind of weird, but I like to still approach the door.
Okay.
Do you roll investigation, or is it just regular ground now?
It's just regular ground now. You can see where the vines formed to say the words "free me." Mm-hmm. Now the grass that used to be there has kind of been torn up a little bit. So the words "free me" are still kind of there in fresh soil.
Okay. I'd like to investigate the door. Just ignore the vines, because why deviate from the path.
All right. Go ahead and investigate the door.
Ketra's not a side quest kind of person.
All right, you investigate the stone door. It's a stone door. It's got metal hinges and a metal handle, all of which seem to be very rusty and old. But it doesn't seem to be particularly unusual to you. It seems like you as you look at it closely, it seems like it'll still open pretty just fine.
I assume I can't tell it's booby trap.
You don't notice anything that might alert you to that.
Okay.
No.
Let's open the door.
Hey, Chris, give me control of the Scarlet's token for me, because she
Okay.
has to be on mine for a second
Okay.
for now. Her computer is not rolled in Roll20 at all, and
Oh no.
Neither computer will.
yeah, she tried her laptop too. So she's on. We're sharing.
Two people, one computer.
That's right.
It's like I can see the bear now.
Yes,
Is it
you can.
sleeping?
Sleeping
It
bears.
is sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a phrase called "Let sleeping bears lie." So,
Is that a phrase?
an idiom. I don't know what the hell it is.
Right.
It's what I see in this room.
Overturned and broken shelves and tables lie on the floor, along with piles of old rugs and bleached human skulls. A stuffed owlbear stands on its hind legs in the south corner, glaring ferociously. A narrow door is closed in the eastern corner.
Wait, what's this big pink thing?
For some reason, I still don't have control of her token though.
You don't have control?
I don't have control of her token.
Oh, weird. Oh, maybe I need to give you that too.
I can see her. I can pull up her sheet.
Weird. The token represents Scarlet, so you
I
should
know
have.
it should, but I can't.
Huh. What is that? That is just junk, Kethra.
Oh, okay.
That is. Oh, it's rugs. It's one of those the rugs, the piles of rugs and stuff in the middle of the room. Yeah, that's what that is.
Okay.
And overall, it looks like just there's dust all over everything. There's, like I said, there's an old stuffed owlbear in the corner, but it's covered in dust. It's like it's been touched in many years. It looks to you just like a room that no one's been in a long, long time.
This bottom door, the south door is open,
It is, and it just leads out into a hallway.
and this one's closed.
It is.
All right, investigate that door.
Okay, you investigate the door. 17. You see nothing weird about it. Looks like the same kind of door as the other one.
Let's open it.
What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
You see a closet, the walls of which are lined with empty hooks.
It's me closet.
And there's nothing else here. Kaylin, as you approach the door, you do note in the ground, you see the same message that Kethra saw. You see now it's no longer moving vines. Now it's the earth has been torn up and the grass is missing in certain sections to spell the words "free me," and then a line of vines is leading off into the east.
I am just gonna put this out here. If I could move my own token, if she saw that, she'd be following vines.
Yeah, I still don't have control of her token, but if you could put us in.
Okay, so she moves up. I wonder if I move a new token on. Well, I don't want to do that because then it'll get rid of all our. Well, I don't know. Let's try it.
Okay.
Can you control that token?
Nope.
Weird.
Can you just double click the token and give me control of the token?
Can you do that? No, I don't think so. 'Cause it's just tied to a character sheet. And the character sheet is how you give control. Let me make sure that I didn't give just view ability to you. Can be edited and controlled by Eric or Heather.
I'm going to motion for Tim to go in the building, and I will follow Scarlet
Maybe if I give you control of her character sheet. I mean, journal. Oh, sorry. Say again?
I'm going to motion for Tim to go in the building to follow Kethra so Kethra doesn't wander off by herself again. And then I will follow Scarlet so that Scarlet doesn't wander off by herself. And then we can make Gillian go with whomever we think gets in the most trouble.
Okay.
That.
Yeah. I suppose you could use sticks as your walkie-talkie if you wanted to.
Yeah, he can flutter back and forth. Keep tabs on the others.
Okay. Kaylin and Scarlet, you head off to the east. Tim, you head into the room. Yeah, of which, so far, Tim and Kethra, you guys have just seen empty rooms and dusty floors.
I want to hold the door
Try to refresh
and
it.
then go inside the room and just start messing with the hooks.
I could. Hopefully it doesn't screw anything up.
Okay.
Like one hand holding the door so it won't slam on me, and then I just kind of like tugging on the hooks.
Okay. You do that, and absolutely nothing happens. The hooks seem like they are screwed into place, and there's nothing interesting or unusual about the hooks.
A regular closet. Hey Tim. Looks like we got an adventure through this door. Want to come?
Oh boy.
I'm sure the others will follow close behind us.
I do believe they went somewhere else.
You got
It-
me, boys and girls.
Well, you have some use. I've seen you in battle.
That's the nicest thing anybody's ever said.
Is it? Really?
You know what a vanguard is?
Yeah, your master treats you pretty rough, doesn't he?
No, I'm the master.
Oh, okay.
Master is
Well,
giving
no
Doggy
wonder
a song.
no one's ever said anything nice to you. They're probably afraid of you.
That's right.
Okay.
Time for Auntie Keth to do some psychological warfare.
Kaylin, you're going to come back and Six is going to have some real obedience problems.
No. This was a
So-
mistake.
Keth, you're telling me to be my own man.
So that other one, the red, he doesn't listen to you, does he?
No.
Why do you think that is?
He's a jerk.
Yeah. You think he maybe has some inferiority complex? I noticed he always trying to compete with me.
That's right.
Most kills, most hits. How about this?
Never good enough.
You help me. Let's show that we're the better. And that'll put him in his place.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
All right, you two head out into the hallway along with convinced Sticks. And
I gotta refind.
Kaylin and Scarlet, you all head eastward following this vine trail. A little bit.
This gigantic map is so big.
Until you can see off to your east that two of the marble walkways that you've seen throughout terminate at a stone platform upon which a tower stands with a commanding view of the river.
I did fix
The
it.
battlements are crumbling, and loud, powerful snores dominate the sour air. Behind the platform spans a ridge across the river. You catch a pleading whisper on the wind. It's unclear to you whether this is actually wind or a voice, but it comes into focus, and it's saying, "Read me. Pull the sword. Its evil cannot be contained much longer." at which point it devolves back into just the sound of the wind. And again, you're just hearing what sounds like very loud snoring coming from this walkway to your east, or this platform to your east.
And do we see us?
Well,
You don't see anything. The platform is raised. It is probably about 25 feet high. You cannot see what's up there. What are you saying, Tim?
I got my warhammer, so someone gets to get their sword.
Yeah, I'm going for a sword.
Damn it. This is a job for sticks. Where is that stupid demon? Ah, I left him with the others.
Yes,
So
well, let's just go.
We have to climb on top of this thing?
You see that to get up to this platform, you see stairs that
Oh.
lead up to the walkway right here
Where?
to your east.
After you, Paladin. Oh, up here.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm going to follow a healthy distance behind.
Coward.
I'm
Okay, you all begin
tactically
climbing the stairs. Tim and Kethra, you come out into a dirty, dust-filled hallway.
I would like. I see that it's split to the left and right.
Yep.
So I would like to stealthily peer down this hall.
Okay.
And peer down. Now I can see through the doors. Are they open? Is that why?
They are open. Yes. Some of the doors you notice are open. Some are not. Some are.
I peer this way, and then I see this is another closet. I peer this way, see a couple doors. So it's like, come on, guys, let's go this way.
This place is Lamesville.
And so far, it has been exactly that. You look around, Kethra, and what you note is that as you step through this hallway, Kethra, you're stepping on dust that no one else has stepped on in a long time. You're making new footprints that you don't see any other footprints going down this hallway. You look into the rooms that you're passing there, and you can see that room was clearly a bathroom. It has a large. I'm sorry. No, the room you just passed is a closet. The room you're looking into now is clearly a bathroom. It's a large chamber holding a sink, bathtub. That's right. They're all bathrooms. It's a large
Three
chamber
beds,
holding a
17
sink,
baths.
bathtub, and a toilet. It all seems fairly clean and unused for some time, with the fixtures being relatively rusty.
This is an advanced race. They had indoor plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, continuing on.
Okay.
They use
All
it
the
for
way.
cooking.
Yeah. Wait, I
Don't
lost
know
you.
how far you'll let me go. Just gonna keep on going. Here's another door.
Shit,
It's
where'd
closed,
they go?
I guess.
You're still stealthing, right?
I completely lost
Yeah.
you guys. Sticks is just wandering around by himself.
Oh, I'll take you where sticks.
Just bumping into things. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest fucking building.
Check the door.
Okay.
Seems okay.
You see nothing weird about it? It's fine.
Open the door.
We're gonna
Um,
meet each other eventually, aren't we?
You guys don't know you separate so much. This apartment consists of a spacious bedroom. Tattered rugs woven with images of tigers battling scorpions cover the floor. The walls are painted with faded
Go
images.
Team
Of,
Scorpion.
the walls are painted with faded images of serpents. A wooden bed carved with serpentine motifs stands against the northeast wall, draped in dusty quilts and flanked by nightstands. Atop each nightstand are 9 half-melted wax candles. Against the northwest wall stands a blood-stained wooden altar decorated with silver and bronze designs of claws, fangs, beaks, and eyes.
Ooh, investigate those nightstands.
Is it one giant scorpion or 100 tiny scorpions?
It is 3 moderately sized scorpions.
I don't know you, Tim, but this looks like this could be your bedroom.
I'm home.
Well, it's better than my own house.
Where's the altar?
It's this thing in the bottom right-hand corner here.
You guys said
Investigate
we'd
it,
kick
then.
some ass.
And yeah, so far you guys have seen no footprints in this ancient dust, and you've heard absolutely nothing in this building. It's just completely empty.
I believe we're kicking the ass of mystery.
Is there anything worth taking on this altar?
Oh,
I wish to loot the
investigation.
demonic altar, please.
Kethra, you notice as you investigate this altar that some of the designs, specifically the ones of the claws in this altar, seem to be depressible.
Hygiene Avery.
They seem to be button-like, and you see 3 of them, in fact.
Loot the buttons.
I don't dare lose a finger, so I'll just use my dagger to press one of the buttons.
Okay, you press one of the buttons, and nothing happens.
Press all
I
3.
mean, we've got sticks here. We just use them.
Kethra, you press all 3 of those depressible claws at the same time, and a small compartment pops open at the bottom of the altar.
Puzzle solved.
Secure. I know, right? That's easy.
Oh, the 26 investigation, it wasn't gonna...
Okay.
And inside is a scroll.
Damn it! None of us can read.
Why can none of us read?
See for yourself. I can read.
And as you look at it, Kethra, it is in fact a scroll of Speak with Animals.
Well, who can use it? I can't use it. I don't have magic.
I mean, you could try to use it. It wouldn't probably go well.
Go talk to those bears by just waving that paper in front of them.
Speak with Animals is a...
Here's your eviction notice.
Get lost, bears!
The bears like walk up to it, read it real carefully.
You're right, we haven't been paying rent. We'll leave. It's a Bard Druid Ranger spell, so a ranger could cast it innately. Anyone else would have to make an Arcana check to attempt to cast the scroll.
I've been telling you for months to get a job, not just eating hikers that come by.
It's become unbearable!
Alright, that's it.
That's it, is it?
You had that one coming.
Can your slave read or talk to animals? I mean,
I mean, he kind of is an animal, right? You're all animals. Except for that one. That one's some kind of walking statue.
Where?
I'll hold on to it. All right. I wasn't gonna investigate this closet, but let's do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Just open every closet, every bathroom.
It's a bathroom.
It's a bathroom, Kethra. I could read you a whole long description written for this bathroom, but it's just a bathroom.
It is the most mundane bathroom you've ever seen.
There's wooden benches and iron valves and musty old towels, but it's just a bathroom.
Come on, guys.
All right, as you
go?
all begin leaving that room, where did you go, Kethra?
Some kind of Narnia bathroom.
I don't.
South of the
Oh,
round.
okay. Are you guys not confined by the dynamic lighting?
Huh? What do you mean?
Kithra can always walk through walls.
I'm
Is this
watching.
This door's not open.
Oh, that door is out. Okay, I guess I'm only seeing when you guys drop your tokens. To me, it looks like you guys are dragging your tokens through like walls and shit.
Oh,
I assume you're just holding down as you move around.
yeah. We're just walking.
Okay.
I usually do when I'm moving my token.
Okay. As you all leave that room, we're going to cut back up to Kaylin and Scarlet. You two have reached the stairs leading up to this platform. Are you just... What are you doing?
I'm proudly going up those stairs.
All right. Scarlet, you begin walking up these stairs, and you get about halfway through the stairs, or about 3/4 of the way up the stairs, and you can until you can see over this platform, and you see a hulking, giant, green shape curled up on this platform.
That's a fucking dragon.
And I'll take your token up there for just a minute so you can see what you see.
Yeah, fucking dragon.
And you remember a few hours ago that you saw what Styx reported to you was a green dragon flying above the forest. And now this dragon appears to be sleeping on this platform.
And do I see a sword and a...
The other thing you notice, especially now that you're like looking for it specifically, shoved into the skull of the dragon is a large long sword with purple gems dotting its blade and one large purple gem at its hilt.
In the dragon's head?
Dragon, yep, it is sticking. It has been shoved into the dragon's head and is just sticking out.
And this looks like it's an old dragon.
Yes, it's huge. It is the biggest dragon you've ever seen.
Shit.
And you're only... I showed you the dragon so you could see what you see, but you're only about here on the stairs.
Is the dragon conscious? Is it awake?
No, it is asleep.
Do dragons speak common?
Yeah. I mean, most dragons are... Yeah, they can speak. You're gonna talk to it, it's asleep. We could just, stealthily yank the sword out of its skull.
Once again, both of you on the wind hear that voice. Free me.
Alright, does every magic item fucking talk to us here?
Are you the sword?
Oh, shh. Shh. Fucking shh.
Hello?
Shh. God damn it. Shut up. I didn't actually...
Are you... yeah.
I guess I haven't seen the dragon yet, so...
Scarlet would be like, well, where are you?
As you say those words out loud, Scarlet,
Yes.
from where you're at, the voice on the wind cuts out, like mid-sentence, just stops. And the snoring stops.
Fun.
And you hear rustling.
Oops.
And
She's still going up the stairs, by the way.
Okay, you can hear a great shape moving about. And as you get to the top of the stairs, Scarlet, you get about here, it jumps out onto the ledge until it is sort of perched there. This giant green dragon. And it looks at you, and it opens its mouth, and it says, "Hello, darling. How are you?"
Well, now, hello.
Aren't you the most beautiful woman?
Oh, you are just the most polite dragon I have ever met in my time.
That is certainly a shiny armor you have there, dear.
Well, it's okay armor. It's not my original armor. It was given to me, even though I didn't want it. I wanted my original stuff, but they gave it to me anyway. And I mean, I'm trying to keep it clean, and I have this balm that I've created from some muck that I have found, and she goes into how she created this balm.
Okay.
And then the fact that she has like a piece of cloth, and while like she's behind everybody and we're like traveling, she'll take off like our little pauldron and scrub it and keep it clean. And then she'll
you talk for a while, and tell the dragon lets you talk, and at some pause in your story, it doesn't quite let you finish, but at some pause in your story, the dragon says, "Well, that is fascinating, dear. Tell me, how rude of me. I haven't introduced myself." My name is Telluride. How are you?
Oh, Taylor, it's such a pleasure to meet you. I am Scarlet O'Flair, and I am a paladin of the Great Lord Torn. And she'll do like this elegant, like super deep bow, showing him like great respect and everything like that.
Okay, you do that, and the dragon sort of nods his head a little bit too. He says, "Ah, yes, you are a madam of culture, aren't you?"
I'm not prepared for this.
I wasn't either. I'm just slack jawing. I'm just
So,
staring.
Keelan, from where you're at, all you see are giant dragon claws, like on the edge of this ledge that you're at the bottom. You're looking 20 feet up onto the top of this wall, and you're looking up at a dragon perched on this ledge.
Yeah.
Now, when he inclined his head, did I see the sword stuck inside?
Absolutely.
Now,
And the other thing you notice, Scarlet, is that the voice of this dragon strikes you as odd, in that it looks to you like the dragon is opening his mouth and just a voice is coming out of it, like the dragon's mouth is a speaker. And you notice that when the dragon is speaking, the purple gems on this sword stuck into his head kind of glow softly, like one of those equalizers or something, with the voice.
So, when she would see his very obvious injury, she would, again, with the most highest level of respect and aplomb, and then just, again, give the deepest bow and ask him how he came to be injured in such a way, because he is the most polite and well-cultured individual she has met in this godforsaken area, and ask if there's anything that she can do with all of her paladin might to help fix it.
The dragon, as you mentioned that, you see like smoke come out of his nostrils a bit, and he glares at you slightly, but then he sort of doesn't talk to you angrily. He says, No, dear, it's absolutely fine. Not something you have to worry yourself about at all.
Are you sure?
In fact, it is the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it is quite lovely, but I'm just more concerned for your mental wealth and well-being, to make sure that it is not affecting you in any way.
Why would I ever remove such a beautiful thing from myself?
Well, I can give you some of this balm, and you can help keep it clean.
No!
Can I
The dragon, a little bit of green spews out of its jaws. No, dear, it's absolutely fine. Or what are you saying, Caleb?
I don't want to make you angry.
I don't want to interrupt the conversation, but I'm going to very pointedly, now that I've kind of listened to what's going on, sneaking up, kind of seeing the dragon, the sword glowing. Can I cast Detect Thoughts on the dragon?
Doesn't seem to have paid much attention to you, so
Okay.
yeah, you could probably...
To just kind of try and figure out what's going on in the dragon's head, or in the sword that's affecting the dragon.
Yeah.
So I can focus my... I can cast the spell as an action, and focus my mind on a creature within 30 feet. I guess I need to get within 30 feet of him.
You're standing right below him, so
Okay.
yeah, you can look up at his feet, and you're, yeah.
So I can learn surface thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. If there's an action, I can probe deeper. If the target fails a wisdom saving throw, I gain insight into its reasoning, emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind.
Okay, and you're doing this on the dragon?
Yeah, I guess so. It has to be a
Okay.
creature.
Yes, okay. Kaylin, you do that, and...
Not interrupting they can still do their conversation
they're-
meanwhile. I'm just kind of like...
This is looks like this has
a
been
good
going on
distraction.
during the last bit of their conversation where they're talking about the sword itself.
Yeah.
You dive into this dragon's mind, and you don't meet much resistance, but you note that you don't meet much at all. It's like the dragon's mind is almost empty. And as you get farther in, what you hear is just a rage-filled voice that's just sort of repeating over and over again, "Free me! Free me!"
Oh, so maybe it's the... Maybe that was the dragon that wants to get free.
I'm more than happy to help him.
And the sword is... I think you're talking to the sword.
Oh, I know I'm talking to the sword.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to be removed from the dragon. And I'm also worried about what how the dragon... Although the dragon might be happy.
Because the chromatics are the... Like the regular colors are the bads, right?
I think so. I think we would know that by now, that character. Yeah, green dragons are generally not nice. But if it's been taken over by the sword and it wants us to free it, then maybe that'd be good. But I don't know how we're gonna do it now. If you let's see, what do we have?
As you guys consider that, we're going to move down to Kithra and Tim.
I have Mage Hand, but I don't know if that's gonna be.
I don't know if Kithra is around at the moment.
Sorry, she's
Tim.
in the bathroom.
There's plenty of.
There are bathrooms in there. Are bathrooms in there. Heather's exploring one of the rooms, just closes the door, and you just hear the toilet flush.
Behind him.
Hear the toilet flush at one point.
I'm going to explore this room for about 6 minutes. But I will let you open this door also, Kethra, Tim, if you guys would like to go in here.
I would.
Okay. You open the door, and this room contains 4 narrow wooden beds draped in dusty quilts and cobwebs. Next to each bed is a nightstand. The nightstands hold unlit candles and various other religious paraphernalia.
Is there another door in this room?
There is. Leading off. Over here.
Oh.
It is an empty closet.
All right. Let me take a look at the religious paraphernalia.
Okay. Give me a religion check as you look through this stuff and see what you can see about it. A 20. Tim, this does not look like writing or paraphernalia or religious symbolism from the god or gods of the plane that you are from. You don't recognize the writing, you don't recognize the symbolism, but you do recognize you get the gist of it, and you do recognize that it would be the closest god in back from where the plane that you're from would be Malar, the god of the hunt. And it seems like, as you think back to the other things you've seen in this place thus far, it seems like there's been a lot of imagery, and you all piece it together. This seems to be some sort of holy place dedicated to hunting. And that is about all you can get out of the religious knickknacks.
Okay. Can I see if there's anything else of note in this room?
Sure. You can give me a perception check. Just look around. Tim, you don't find anything really interesting. You find mostly that's the religious paraphernalia. There's a lot of like writings, a lot of symbols, little carvings, that kind of thing. You find a little chess piece. It looks like a chess piece made of glass. But other than that, you don't find anything that you think would probably be useful.
A chess piece made of glass.
Yes. It's a little piece about this big that's been carved to look like a horse. Or the head of a horse. And that's about it.
Oh, I see. Like, all right. Pick that up.
Okay.
Take it away. Okay.
All right. And as you guys leave that room, as you look around at the hallways and your tracks in the hallways, you realize you've explored this building, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I will let you guys just head back to the entrance of the building at the far end.
All right. So there's no footprints or tracks or anything around those beds.
Nope. Looks like this whole building has been empty. And you also have not seen any other doors out except for the one that you came in.
Okay. All right. I'll let Sticks know. Or, let the other guys know that. See anything.
Okay. That you came out. Yep. Styx begins to travel back to Kaylin and Scarlet.
Yes, we've been discussing how to get this fucking sword out of this dragon's head.
Plans. So meanwhile, Kaylin, your imp returns to you.
Okay.
And tells you that the other two have basically explored the empty building and taken what little valuables they could find and are out
Yeah,
now.
Styx complains the entire time.
So where we left off, Scarlet which we can just assume has been ongoing while you've been doing your thing, Kaylin. Scarlet and Telluride, which is what he introduces himself as. I will show you guys the picture of him now that at least two of you have seen him in full.
As soon as Styx comes back, halfway between his complaints about how boring the other excursion was, I'm going to tell him to turn around and go fetch the others and tell them we have a dragon situation and they need to get up here quickly and carefully.
Okay. This is Telluride.
That's a big fucking dragon.
It is a big fucking dragon.
A BFD.
So Scarlett's gonna continue talking to him and ask him about like how he came to be here, how long he's been here, what's his favorite thing to eat, does he know there's some werebears that he could eat?
Okay.
And then
you
like natural progression of the whole conversation. Kind of like hinting at the sword, trying to figure out how it got there, and just by like, she'll only ask it, and then she'll go to another subject, and then she'll come back, and then she'll go away again. It's it's the full Southern thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's basically
the weird thing
giant
is
ADD conversation.
I can't figure out. This is just a little sidetrack. Why on the video stream, you guys can't see the dragon token?
We saw it for a second, and then
It was around the corner.
it was around the corner.
It's literally right on top of you right now, Kaylin. You're like literally, it's 5 feet away from you.
Nope, I don't
Is it
see
on
that.
the GM layer?
No, it's not.
I never saw it after you moved
That
Scarlet
is
back down to the
bizarre.
stairs.
All right, do you see that one
there
now?
he is.
Yeah, I see that one now.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna delete the other one. I don't know why that one just disappeared from your guys' view.
That's a giant token.
It is.
Okay.
All right. You don't get very far in your questioning Scarlet before Telluride interrupts you and says, "Hold on, dear. Darling, I have to ask you a question.
Oh, anything.
And this is very important. Did Marina send you?"
Well, she sent us to deal with some were animals. She
Who's-
said
who's
nothing
Mary?
about you.
Oh, thank goodness, dear. If she didn't send you, it would be all sorts of trouble. You don't even know.
To tell more, we have a friend that we have met. He says that we need to kill her, but he doesn't give us any reasons why. And now,
Wait, what is this now, dear? That's what?
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. I thought she was perfectly pleasant, but a little cold. But I mean, she has to be. With
Marina
everything
is
that's
the
going on.
master, dear.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just immediately got off that exit on the off ramp. She sure is. We just crossed 4 lanes of traffic to get to that point.
And she absolutely is the master. And we are here to help her and make sure that her will is done, and which is why we're here about the were animals, because she said that they have been getting out of hand and eating just far too much. And she said that they have been getting on to her animals and in her domain, and she just wants them dealt with, if you know what I mean.
I very much do, dear.
Would you like
The
to help
werebears
us do
won't
that?
be the first. It doesn't surprise me. The little starving creatures were always so pathetic.
They really
They
kinda
love her
are.
dearly, but they just don't understand.
Well, I mean, if they can't follow the master's rules, then
They can't. They really can't.
I mean, they just have to be dealt with. Maybe they don't all have to die, but enough of them until the other ones realize they have to follow rules.
Telluride kind of lowers his dragon head to you a little bit, and almost in a whisper. But once again, the dragon mouth is not moving. It is like the dragon mouth is open, like it's a speaker, and just there's a whisper coming out of it. It says, "Let me give you a piece of advice, dear.
Oh, that'd be fabulous.
There are no half measures with Marina. If she told you to deal with them, you should deal with them, every last one."
I think you're right. And we just will, because for the next were animals that come, they're gonna have to see this as a lesson.
I suppose so, if she chooses to let anyone else live here. The wares weren't even her idea. They were
They weren't.
his. Protectors for her, he said. Do you believe that?
Oh,
As if she
my
would need
goodness.
such things.
The master never.
All right.
All right. I've put my crossbows out and in at least 6 different times in this conversation.
You
This
two,
is all Southern
Telluride and
platitudes.
Scarlet are like, Kaylin, your mind has tuned out. like those two are just like a bunch of chickens up there. You don't even know anymore.
I offered to make
meanwhile,
Telluride some tea so he can
that's
continue
right.
to tell
Yeah,
me
you
more.
guys are having some margaritas. Catherine and Tim, meanwhile, Styx has returned to you and informed you that there is in fact a big fucking dragon situation happening off to the east.
If
Yes.
they piss off my fucking dragon, I'm gonna be pissed.
We are bringing Kethra here, so we need to figure out a plan before Kethra does something.
Too late. Ketra, is gonna stealth into the bear cavern.
Okay. Why not?
Oh god.
And just look around. I'm not poking a bear,
Sure.
just looking.
Not poking.
Do I see her leave?
You see me walk away, and as I
Yeah.
kind of pass by these trees here, I just vanish.
You lose sight of her completely, yeah. I mean, you could roll a perception check to see if you can notice her and see where she's going. No, you don't know.
Can you drag
see-
Styx over there so I can see from my point of view?
Uh,
I don't know where.
There's not much. I mean, I'll
Active
drag
interest
Styx
with
up there.
bears,
He's not much. Where is Styx?
Still in the
Bathroom.
it's still in the bathroom.
bathroom. it's gonna be a while.
He got locked in the bathroom again.
Thank you.
Styx, the ever observant one.
Yes. He's the AD, the assistant director for the stream.
That's right.
Whatever
It's gonna
I'm
be
on, I
Ralph.
said Styx to see.
Let's see. So I see Kether wander off, but then I just.
Kether, are you not telling Tim where you're going? Are you just literally going to disappear?
Before she departs, she says, "I'm gonna check out something real quick," and then she walks off.
All right, Tim, you hear that, and then you don't see Kether anymore.
This is after we inform them of the dragon situation, right?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Just to be sure.
Am I supposed to wait?
Like the same time. In fairness, it's about the same time.
Do you want me to wait or? Okay,
She's gone.
bye.
Kether, all right, you can basically walk into this cave with that 24, which is, I believe, you rolling below a 10. Yep.
Got a 9. Do I see anything of interest?
It's a natural cave, uneven floors. It's about a 30-foot high ceiling. There's enough light that sort of filters in to dimly illuminate the whole place. There's a 3 large bears are sleeping in the middle of this room. They're all just sort of curled up and snoring loudly. There's a rack on the back of this room, and at the back of on this rack are axes and spears.
Like lined up?
Yep, like a weapons rack. There's just you see 3 axes and 3 spears just lined up on this weapons rack.
Interesting. What do I know about werebear? Firstly, are these werebears or just regular bears?
Well, give me a history or arcana check to tell me what you know about were creatures, and I'll tell you.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. For all you know, these are weird bears who like to have weapons at the ready.
That's a pretty good clue that there's a rack
I do
of
find
weapons.
it quite odd that there's a rack of weapons.
Those bears could have eaten the soldiers that were in there.
That's true. It could have been people in here and the bears ate them. You don't know.
But for them to be lined up, that's the odd part. I'd be okay if they were strewn about.
Right. They're lined up. They're just very, placed as purposefully.
This could kill me, guys, but
That's how all the best adventures start.
Isn't this
I'll have you
like
do these. What?
our 4th adventure where you've tried to become something that's aware?
Mommy!
I didn't want to become aware. I just think someone else should be aware to help us.
Somebody should beware, and if I have to take on that responsibility, then so be it.
How heavy do these weapons look?
The axes look fairly heavy. Not like too heavy for you to lift. You could certainly lift them. The spears look absolutely. They're wooden spears with little stone heads. They're no problem, like picking up sticks. The axes, you could probably carry 2 of them without having any trouble. Trying to fit 3 of them just in your arms might be problematic.
Okay. 2 axes only, or 2 axes and 3 spears?
The spears are nothing. You can hold the spears under your arm. They're just basically long sticks.
Okay, and let's say I go to the rack. How much space do I have if I want to just chunk these weapons out? Like where is this rack?
It is at the back of the cave. It is right here.
And I have to walk around these
You would have
bears?
to walk around the bears. Yes.
They can't detect you. You're practically invisible with that stealth.
Well, I don't know anything about bears, so
No, you don't.
that's right. It's gonna kill me.
Werebear.
I got a question, Gether. As you do this,
What do you
I assume
smell
you're. Are you going to do it? Yeah.
What was the
I'm
last
still
time
thinking
you had
about
a bath?
how I want to do it, but what's your question?
How smelly do you think you are at the moment?
I was just in the bathroom. I washed my hands. I would say not too smelly because I've always been in the back lines. I don't have to work up a sweat.
That's
I
very true.
haven't really been in much
not too
danger,
sweaty.
I don't
You
think.
did just
Yeah.
take a bath recently in a river. That was a thing.
We did swim here. We're walking. I don't know what's the humidity of this jungle.
We were just in the icy cave. I mean, it's all cooled
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You're probably not too terribly smelly. It's probably like just taking a hike and then going back home. You're probably about that degree.
Mhm.
But the thing you think you have going for you is that these bears are asleep. So it's
Right.
not their active perception. They're not going to be able to actively mess with you.
All right, let's do it. Let's stealth in, grab 2 axes and 3 spears, and stealth back out.
Okay. Give me your stealth check.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think werebears, even with disadvantage, which they have here, can beat that. But we will give it a try.
Excellent.
No, the werebears, as you have to you even have to avoid the bones of what looks to be a deer in the middle of this room. You have to pick your way around that as well. But you manage to sort of tiptoe around the things in the room, around the bears that are sort of taking up a lot of the space, and you get to the rack. And to get back out with all of this stuff in your hands, I'm going to make you make a stealth check with disadvantage. As you are now holding 2 great axes and 3 spears on yourself.
How's that work, actually?
Still has to roll 24.
Still, I still have to roll a 25. I don't think they can physically... Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
It's getting closer.
Oh.
Boy.
You passed by
Plus
2 of those bears. The first one you passed by, as you step by him, Kethra, his nose, like his nostrils flare, as if you've like activated something, and he rolls over and he like brushes against another of the bears, and that one does a full rollover as you go by him.
Roll over. Roll over.
Continue to stay
And-
calm. Get out of here. And then, I assume I made it out, right?
You made it out. Yep.
Okay.
You made it out.
As I pass by this heavy foliage, I just throw the weapons in there.
Okay. I don't really want these. It's just... Yep. Okay.
Hey, Tim. I'm back.
Smell like bear.
Those bears no longer have the right to bear arms.
No.
Thank you for
I
that.
won't have it. I won't have it.
That doesn't even make sense in
It
the
doesn't.
situation.
Y'all see what I live with?
I do. All right. With that, the 3 of you, assuming you don't have any other things you want to do beforehand,
Nope, no, but
can follow sticks back to your compatriots. You follow the line of vines, and as you get there, you can sure see there's a giant ass green dragon perched on that platform.
Holy shit!
Y'all just hear Scarlet up there. Like, we've got glasses tinking.
Yeah,
and-
that's the thing when you notice when you approach is that the dragon's got his back to you. You see his massive wings kind of curled in. You could see that purple sword sticking out of his. That sword looks like almost like a child's dagger sticking out of this giant dragon's head. But you see it there.
The size of a halfling's finger.
That's right. And you hear just this. I won't insult you by saying a name, but you just hear this chatter.
This friendly
It's-
conversation.
it's-
This
a name.
friendly conversation.
It's a name.
Scarlet and this dragon are just chatting. Full-throated, full-bore conversation going on up here. So the dragon doesn't even care that there's new people approaching.
Kaylin looks incredibly anxious.
Yeah, again, just right underneath the dragon looking up.
Do I see them coming up?
Yes.
From
you
where
can see
I
down
am?
the stairs. Yeah, you can see down the stairs from where you are. Kind of, sort of. You can kind of poke your head over and see like that.
Okay.
See them approaching.
In her genteel southern way, she would not want her new friend to be taken by surprise, and she would make sure that Telluride knows she is not here alone.
Oh yes, the little red one right below me. Yes.
Yes, and then the other 3 that just got here.
The dragon turns his head and gazes at the 3 of you now, and turns back. Says, but they were all sent by Mariner, yes?
Yes.
They're all supposed to be here.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
I must admit, this is not what I expected when I heard dragon.
If I can, I will casually step over to Tim and
You
them.
could probably do that. It would require Scarlet to sort of keep the Telluride's
she's
attention,
been
I'm
doing a pretty good job of that, I think.
just fine.
And basically just avail them of the situation, especially of the fact that I've peered into the dragon's thoughts, and it appears my hypothesis is that the dragon is that we are not speaking to the dragon. That we are speaking to this sword that is sticking out of the dragon's head, because obviously this is not how any of us thought a green dragon would be acting. So we're thinking that this is the sword we're talking to, and was it the rage? I heard that the dragon in his thoughts said "free me" or something along those lines.
That's right.
Okay.
That's pretty much the only thing you could hear is a very
Yeah.
muted voice in the mind of the dragon, just angrily saying "free me."
Yeah. So I'm gonna relay that to Tim and Kethra and say that here's the situation. Scarlet's got the dragon talking. It's friendly, but we think it's the sword we're actually talking to. We could walk away, or this dragon appears to have been lost its sense of self because of the sword stuck in its head. And I will mention the fact that the one time we even mentioned the sword, the dragon seemed to get very upset about that.
Why do you assume the sword stuck in a dragon's head is the bad guy?
I don't know if it's a bad guy. It seems to have supplanted the dragon's personality is my working theory.
Maybe it's better that way.
Could be. For some reason it's still I don't know if the green dragon would normally be part of Marina's realm, but the sword dragon certainly seems to be a part of Marina's grove. I don't know what the dragon's allegiance would be.
Marina didn't tell us to do anything related to this.
No, she didn't. Ask your fucking ghost friend.
Ask your ghost friend. Does he know anything about dragons and swords?
Ghost friend.
You're
Oh yeah. What he said.
Get out the way,
Tim,
Lord.
you hear a voice in your head
Oh, shit.
as you ask these questions of yourself, and it says, "Telluride, the pet, the dragon, not a dragon. His is the breath that ends."
He said it's the breath that ends. The dragon that's not a dragon. I don't know, man.
Yes, I think we figured that part out.
Yeah.
But maybe if we separate the sword from the dragon, we don't know what allegiance the dragon has. And I would further hypothesize that if this dragon would be grateful to have the sword removed, and would not be happy with Marina for allowing this situation to happen. If we wanted to go down the route of attacking the druid.
Is that true, oh great spirit in my head?
Still in the background.
Don't even let him
having
answer.
all kinds of crazy conversations.
Yeah, the whole time we're having a sidebar. Scott's still talking.
It's all a bunch of crosswires.
Yeah.
Marina gave us permission for minimal impacts to handle our quest.
I can't believe you were the voice of reason in all of this. This is fucking upside down world right now.
I mean, I do have a big hammer now. I can make quick work of that sword.
A hammer drives things further in.
Do we have a way?
That's true.
Not from the other side.
How do we know not affecting this will not affect?
I
Or
can,
Great
be a-
spirit's about to tell us.
I can pretty much guarantee this will piss off the druidess. But a dragon might be a better ally than she will. I don't know.
Kepler takes a step back, like points at him. He said it. As she
No, I'm not. We're sidebarring. We're sidebarring.
You got the animals in your immediate vicinity. You're keeping your voices down.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
I am not.
She still looked up in
keeping
the
my voice
sky and was like,
down.
he said it.
No, my voice is at full volume.
If we have a way of separating the sword from the dragon without pissing off the sword dragon, that would be the ideal plan.
Kristen,
Then we don't have to
Tim,
fight
you-
it. Hopefully.
what you hear in your head as he says this, Tim, is you hear Kristen say, "Yes, yes. Telluride killed them all, but Valdemar will help us."
Valdemar?
Is that the dragon?
It's gotta be the dragon.
Relay that.
Valdemar, who is Is that the dragon?
The spirit's not giving you straight answer.
Yeah,
Yes
yeah,
or
yeah.
no question.
Well, I'm talking to Tim, and then
Okay.
Tim has to stare blankly into space.
Very weird indirect means of communication.
Yeah.
Kepler mutters, I hate you guys, and just like stealths.
Disappears.
I can misty step on top of the dragon's head, but my strength is shit. I'm not gonna be able to pull that sword out.
Oh, do we need strength?
I mean, it's stuck in its cranium.
I assume that's what's gonna take. I assume my mage hand is not. Does it look like the sword is more than 10 pounds?
It's probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a shot.
It also looks like it's about half of its blade. Half of it's like, I don't know how long a longsword is, but like 4
Yeah.
feet long, maybe. Like a solid 2 feet of that has been embedded in the skull.
So Scarlett's doing a pretty good job of distracting. So I feel like we can concoct some kind of hilarious plan.
Y'all are about
Does
to
it
get
have
me
to be
eaten
hilarious?
by a freaking dragon.
It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm about to get eaten by a dragon.
You're in the least amount of danger right now. It likes you.
Moments later, Kepler's on top of the dragon's head.
Oh, shit.
So much stealth.
Kethra,
All right, wait. Did we have a plan, or did you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fucking stealth up the dragon?
I'll let you guys talk for a second.
I'm back to my ADD conversation.
All right, what can I roll to learn about dragons? Because I can cast darkness. That's obviously going to make the dragon very suspicious. But if it only has dark vision, it's not going to be able to see shit.
Let me
Now
see if
you won't be able to see shit either, so it's going to get a little dicey. I'll be able to see because I've got dark vision. So
You
somehow
can roll
when
a history,
or I've got magic
history
vision.
or nature check, Kaylin, to tell you what you know about dragons.
Oh lord.
I have dark vision also, but can you see in darkness?
I have magical
Oh, I see.
devil sight actually, so I can see in magical darkness.
Roll your history or nature.
Ah, they're both -1.
Well, that's what you get. Oh.
Dragon? What's a dragon?
It's not a demon, so that's
No, it's not a demon.
That's right.
I know nothing.
You know it's big and scary.
It is big and scary. Tim, do you have any kind of spells that can help extract swords from dragon heads?
Why, actually,
Because that'd be real useful right now.
You mean like Extractus Sortus?
Extractus Sortus.
My level 6 spell.
Sorry, I didn't take that one, guys. It just seemed too niche.
I have mending cantrip.
Could mend his skull.
Well, I mean, if
So as you survey the situation, Kethra, the only issue you see about, like, if you were wanting to get on this dragon at all, is that you're facing a 25-foot tall battlement up to a platform that the dragon is on top of currently. There's stairs on the bottom side of this platform going up to it.
I
But-
climb.
You could attempt to climb.
Is there any way you can just tell the dragon to lower its head? Non-suspiciously? Well, you look at this! Just hold something out. Maybe it'll lower his head down.
I stealthily climb.
What? Is there anything I can do to help you?
If you somehow ended up at the top of the dragon's head, we could help each other, but
I can Misty Step up there. I could give you... I guess I could grant you advantage. I could both try to grasp the sword and pull together.
right. So, do I need to roll, what, acrobatics to climb?
You need to roll both athletics and stealth to attempt to climb silently up this. Yeah. All right, you all see little spider monkey.
Chris is just like giving up on that. It's like,
Scamper,
Little
scamper,
spider
scamper.
monkey Kethra just clambering up
Stealthily,
wall.
though.
stealthily.
here.
Yes, not making a sound.
But, yeah,
Um,
whenever I get on the dragon's head, I'll, like, wave down to Kaylin.
Okay.
So where you're at right now. Hold on just a second.
Wait, what's
roll?
your strength? Can we say Gillian used enhance ability at some point?
I guess. Well, does she have? Let's see if she's got.
I think she's got that ability. 'Cause my strength is garbage, but I could at least grant advantage to you.
Tongues, dimension door, cloud.
My strength's a +1.
Fuck. All right. Luckily, as she went up there, Gillian used enhance ability.
I don't see that on her spell list.
Fuck! Come
I
on,
don't know
she's
if
gotta
she
have
used-
that.
that was her.
No,
own
I don't see
build.
it here.
Damn. Did
Unless it's like a.
Did she not use it this campaign?
Mm-mm.
I feel it. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I could have sworn she did. It's only like a second or third level spell, I thought.
I
Is
thought
it-
she did too. I
Wait,
seem to
is it
remember.
one of her bardic things?
Maybe she could give you inspiration. I think she's probably got one of those left. She got two of those left.
Do you have inspiration, Kethra?
I don't have inspiration.
Can she give
Going off the
inspiration?
rolls.
Going off the rolls.
This is what happens when you play a character who's not here. Yeah, I don't see it. So,
Okay. All right, yeah. So the plan is I'll Misty Step up there, and I'll just grant Kethra advantage on, I guess, the strength check to pull this
and
sword out.
Gillian will give someone bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay, that's true.
Whoever you want.
Give it to
Kethra?
Kethra, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Inspiration things.
All right.
Styx, you've been a good demon. No, you've been a terrible demon. But we may not survive this. So, you know, good luck in this place.
I disappear and teleport up to.
All right. Well, before you do that, Kaylin, you guys are gonna have to time this very carefully.
Yes.
Because the situation you're facing right now.
Huh.
That's bardic inspiration. I don't know.
Can I also ask a question?
So here's what's happening. So far, you've
I'm having a
seen
pleasant
Kethra.
conversation.
You've seen Kethra spider monkey climb up the 25-foot platform to get to where she is now behind the dragon on the ledge. You're not on the dragon yet with that roll, Kethra.
Oh.
You're now at the top of the platform, directly behind the dragon. The dragon does not know you're there, as far as you can tell. The dragon is talking to Scarlet. Scarlet, you see Kethra come monkey climbing over the wall platform, and now you see a silent Kethra behind the dragon. You're still talking to the dragon like everything's normal.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaylin, you were presumably waiting for Kethra to get on the head before you
on the head, and then we're gonna have to move like lightning fast the second they're on the head, because I assume the dragon's gonna react. I'm gonna help. We're both gonna do the thing together where we have to like grab the sword out, but functionally I'll just be granting Kethra advantage.
All right, and Gillian is giving Kethra bardic inspiration. Tim, what are you doing? Well, Tim and Scarlet. Scarlet, what do you do whenever you see the dragon start? Where you see Kethra come up? And Tim, what do you do when these people start doing this nonsense?
Oh shit!
This is the popcorn.
Scarlet, when she sees Kethra monkey up the side of the wall and just kind of
I'm on the
laying
other
back
side.
there.
I don't know if you can see me. I'm on the other side of you. Of the dragon. I mean.
Scarlet can see you. You, the two of you can see each other. You've come up on that platform, Kethra, and you're kind of like you're behind the dragon. The dragon's sort of on that, sitting on that ledge, looking at Scarlet.
Okay.
And Scarlet's looking at the dragon, trying not to make eye contact with you.
This is the worst heist ever.
You just start to see Scarlet's head just start turning.
Yeah.
She is having a perfectly wonderful conversation.
Yes, you really are.
We are having the best time, and she is wondering what the hell everyone's doing, because she has no idea what they're doing.
Okay.
And
All
she's
right.
like,
But you're not giving Kethra away. You're just sort of like...
she's not intentionally giving her away.
Okay.
She's just really confused. And that look of confusion comes across her face for a full minute before, like, she can rearrange her face and continue on. But also, like, she doesn't want her new friend to be hurt, but she also thinks that sword needs to come out. But she also doesn't want her friend to be hurt. And, yeah. She also doesn't want to be eaten by a dragon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's like,
See? And the dragon is blissfully unaware.
Yeah.
It's so distracted.
What are you doing during this, Tim? Are you just watching, waiting to see what happens?
If it goes sideways, I'm ready to cast blindness.
Okay. So you're just preparing.
Do you have
for
guidance
things
or
to go bad?
you have guidance or something? You can like anything to help this skill check would be monumentally great.
Yeah, I could do that.
Just anything you got. Just fucking throw some dice at us.
Yeah, I have guidance. I also have.
No.
We don't need saving throws, do we?
Not yet.
Not yet. Kristen's
Well,
voice.
I have to.
Well,
guidance
Kristen's
have
voice
to-
in your head, Tim, says, "The breath that ends. You'll need saving throws then."
and I'm just going to remind everyone, you are more than 10 feet away from me.
Hey, you've taught us the safest place to be on a giant monster is on top of it.
Yeah, I'll bless people up there.
There you go.
All right. As you're so you're doing that, Tim. You're blessing people. What does that? What does that actually do? You attack roll saving throw before this. Okay, you make a D4 and the number. Great. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yes.
Great.
Scarlet, as you quizzically look at the dragon,
By the way, the poll is up if y'all want to vote on MVPC. Some of you have already been
yes.
doing that, so thank you for that. Continue.
What's wrong, dear? You seem to be out of sorts, darling. We're having such a wonderful conversation.
We really are. And I am so happy I met you. And
I am as well. It's so rare that you meet people of class. Marina, oh, Lords bless her.
Yes.
She has no taste for the finer things in life. But you, I can tell, you are a woman of class.
Yes. And you are just the best gentleman I have met in this world.
Oh, darling, it's so lovely of you to say that. As you are having that conversation, Kethra, if you want to attempt to jump on this dragon's head, I'm going to need another athletics.
Do I?
I'm going to need another athletics check. You don't think once you step foot on this dragon, you think stealth's going to be out the window?
Oh, shit.
Okay.
So, I am going to put this out there. That if Telluride looks like he feels whatever the hell Kethra is doing.
I'm going to kiss Jafar.
Yes, I'm going to kiss Jafar. I am...
Wait, what?
It's the distraction when Aladdin's sneaking in.
No, if he looks like he's getting ready to go angry or like what the gods or whatever, you'll hear Scarlet go, "What the hell?"
Okay.
Just so, to help with the she didn't know.
The moment your foot steps on the back of this dragon, Kethra,
What the hell?
rears. Yeah, it rears its head, and it begins saying, "Darling, betrayal."
No.
Kethra, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Like that's gonna go bad. Like no.
Okay. Kethra, you don't make it up to the head. You step on the dragon rears up, and you're able to grasp the back of the dragon, and you are currently on, like, its hind quarters right above its back legs. And that is where we will have initiative starts.
Oh, no. So I guess I didn't Misty Step then, right? Because he didn't make it up to the head.
He hasn't made it up there yet. Nope.
Okay.
Let's save initiative for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is where we will end it. The dragon rears its head. Kethra is hanging onto the back of it, its hindquarters, and all of you are preparing to do whatever you're going to do.
Fantastic.
Who won
Scarlet.
Scarlet!
Scarlet,
the dragon
MV,
talker.
MVPC.
Now I'm gonna have to try to talk us out of Telluride trying to eat you all.
Well, yeah. I don't know those people after all.
Yeah, I actually don't know them. I'm sorry. I was wrong before.
Technically, I don't think I've met Kethra yet. So
That's true.
Not officially.
Not officially.
Not yet. No one knows her name yet.
All right. Thank you to Reese, Rochelle, Raymond, Heather, and Eric. And thank you to our wonderful fans for watching.
Thank you to our awesome DM, Chris. Go to RogueWatson.com for recaps and Patreon.com/RogueWatson if you'd like to support the channel. Head on over to our post-session discussion chat for The Lost Plane, as some of us will be jumping over to that stream after a short break. Otherwise, we'll see you all next time.
Later.